Okay, I've cleared out the rest of the stuff around. This is 120 combat speed on this Excidium. It gets hit if you're moving away. The spread of this weapon is way too much. We're just going to try and run parallel to the moving ship there. It's a Ronin, I think. If you're running parallel, you can see the retreat button keeps resetting on the top right. That means there is splash which is hitting us. Even 120 combat speed is not enough. See, it's a retreat button top right. If you use the speed ring to boost your speed, it's fine. But without that, just stock 120 combat speed on the Excidium, it is not enough to outrun the splash because of that huge spread. I think each projectile probably has a splash radius of 50, 60, probably more. So you'll have to rely on the inbuilt ring. You're getting past the projectile, but there is splash that is hitting. Yeah, that retreat button keeps resetting. And the build that I've come up with, this might just work. If you run from the front, uh, seems the projectiles land way closer to your best bet. Whatever ship, whether stationary or not, because the Excidium targets will be different from what we are seeing here. These are Pathfinder targets, the TLC targets. Running parallel to a ship that is firing projectiles with splash is definitely the best bet. I've come up with a build that 120 combat speed, whether you use D5 EV armor or just the old, D2V or D3V or D4V. Another thing I checked, charging through a ship, you end up taking more damage, especially if you can't kill it before you're reaching it. As you go past the ship, the projectiles are going to hit you harder. I'm going to share my build in here. You can take a look, or maybe slightly different. We'll see. All right. So this is, as you've seen in the targets, this is my build. Now I'll quickly explain. Anti-tops, Kenjutsu, countermeasure system, and two CT plates. This is just primarily to take care, the anti-tops will take care of the tops in the target. This negates if anything hits. Now, why I did not go with explosive plates is, one, I needed the speed. My speed is at 120, and you saw in the target that 120 was not enough. There was certain amount of splash hitting because of the weapons of the enemy ships having huge spread. If the same stays in the raid targets or strike targets that we'll see, then you're still going to take damage. 120 is maximum. I've used the damage diffusion system instead of the hyper 30 because I get 5 more combat speed and I get splash damage reduction. My splash damage reduction is at 40,000, which you can see here. It's 20,000 from the blight battery and 20,000 from the damage diffusion system. Now, in the targets, if there is any ship that is doing splash-based explosive damage, your speed will be your best bet. And when you get your ships to U3, you'll unlock a heavy weapon slot, heavy armor slot, where you can put in an explosive armor. But for the primary targets, this is going to be my setup. Now, if anyone wants to do an auto build, my suggestion is 2CT, 2X, and change this damage diffusion system to agility 4. because you're on auto. It is not going to matter what speed you have. So this that agility 4 gives you that best option to counter torpedoes. Other than that, this is my build for anti-torps per ship. If need be, I'll check the targets, and for the first raid might remove two torpedoes from one of the boats, or one torpedo from each boat. So I'll have 4 boats with 3 torpedoes, anti-torpedoes each. Right now it's going to be 4 boats with 4 cormorant each. I do not want a single torp to hit because those torps do huge damage. So that's how I've set it up. 120 combat speed with this kind of a setup.